Have you ever wondered about the mysterious abyss mentioned in the Bible? This bottomless pit in Revelation has captivated the imagination of believers for centuries. Today, we're diving deep into what Scripture reveals about this enigmatic place. If you're fascinated by Bible prophecy, you won't want to miss this exploration. Hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. The abyss, also known as the bottomless pit, appears throughout both the Old and New Testaments. In Greek, it's called abusos, which literally means a depth that can't be measured. John sees a horde of locust-like creatures with the power to torment humanity for 5 months. John describes them as having faces like men, hair like women, and crowns of gold. Their king is called Abaddon, which means destroyer. During this millennial reign of Christ, the devil is completely unable to deceive the nations. But this final assault is fire comes down from heaven, decisively defeating Satan and his armies. The devil is then cast into the lake of fire forever, never to deceive or torment again. It's only after this period that he's briefly released for one last rebellion. It reminds us of the seriousness with which God views rebellion against his will. They encourage us to stand firm in faith, knowing that no darkness can overcome those who trust in him. At the same time, it highlights the incredible mercy and grace offered through Christ, who descended into death itself to rescue us from the power of sin. This bizarre and frightening army represents demonic forces unleashed with limited power, all under God's sovereign control. Remember, no matter how deep the darkness may seem, the light of Christ shines even brighter. Until next time, may God bless you and keep you in his perfect peace. Their sting is so agonizing that people long for death but can't find it. This showcases the sheer terror of divine judgment unleashed. If you found this study enlightening, please hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know where you're rewatching from and any questions you might have about the abyss or other prophetic topics. In Revelation 11, we're told that the beast who kills the 2 witnesses emerges from the abyss. This beast is understood to be the Antichrist, empowered by Satan himself, rising as the final great enemy of God's people before Christ's return. It's a place of confinement where evil spirits await God's final judgment. We see a glimpse of this in Luke's Gospel, where a group of demons begs Jesus not to send them into the abyss. This tells us that even before the end times, it's a place that strikes fear into the hearts of dark forces. First and foremost, it demonstrates God's absolute authority over evil. Though Satan and his forces may rage and cause havoc, they are ultimately limited and will face final defeat. The abyss serves as a reminder that even the most powerful dark forces are subject to God's control. In chapter 9, John describes a scene where an angel is given the key to the abyss. We can rest in the knowledge that Christ has already triumphed over the powers of darkness. No matter how chaotic or frightening world events may seem, we know that God's plan is unfolding exactly as he intends. When this celestial being opens it, smoke pours out like from a great furnace. This dramatic moment signals God allowing judgments that had been held back until the appointed time. But what exactly is this place, and why is it so significant in God's end-time plan? While both are places of punishment, the abyss serves as a temporary holding cell, a place of severe restraint for rebellious spirits. He uses it as a metaphor to illustrate the impossibility of reaching God through human effort alone. Paul contrasts Christ's resurrection from the abyss with the idea of descending into it, showing that only God has the power to conquer death and overcome the forces of evil. Think of it as a maximum security prison for the most dangerous supernatural criminals. First and foremost, the Bible describes the abyss as a prison for demons and fallen angels. It's important to note that the abyss isn't the same as hell. The Apostle Paul gives us another perspective on the abyss in his letter to the Romans, but it is in the book of Revelation that we get the most vivid descriptions of the abyss and its role in end-time events. What emerges from the abyss is nothing short of terrifying. These creatures aren't your average insects. The abyss plays a crucial role in other end-time events as well. Perhaps one of the most significant moments involving the abyss comes in Revelation 20. John witnesses an angel binding Satan and locking him in the abyss for 1,000 years. After the 1,000 years are up, Satan emerges from his prison to gather the nations for battle against God. So what does all this tell us about the abyss and its significance? For believers, this understanding of the abyss brings comfort and hope. The abyss also serves as a sobering warning about the reality and consequences of evil. As we conclude our exploration of the abyss, let's remember that, while these prophecies can be fascinating to study, their ultimate purpose is to point us to the victory of Christ. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the depths of biblical prophecy. May this understanding of God as power over evil strengthen your faith and give you peace in these uncertain times.